All right, quick guide to a sort of advanced feature uh, called Optimized Travel. I now loaded this up. It wants to properly engrave this. That'll be fine. So let's go ahead and start the job. Start the job. Now I've drawn these lines so that it actually is terribly ordered. So it went from this one to this one to this one, and then it'll jump over here. Yeah, that's fine. Then this one over here, this one. And notice that this one was actually connected, and it went this one first and then this one for whatever reason. Basically, it's just going in the order that I originally put them in. So I went into just Inkscape really fast, drew a bunch of stupid lines, and then ran them. And then this is the order that they're appearing in. So I jumped here, then all the way down here, then over here, then all the way over here. Okay? So this is sort of a terrible order. Now, feature I'm going over here. Now, first things first, I need to put these all in the same object. So I type in element star merge. Now, rather than have all these paths, it has one path element, and this is needed for the feature. So now I do optimize travel. And it has changed the travel optimization from 75 inches to 27 inches. And if you type that again, it'll usually do nothing because it's basically in a Pareto optimal situation. It's as close to perfect traveling salesman as you can get with a single iteration thing. Okay, so now let me show you start job. Since it got rid of the old objects and replaced it with a new one, it's no longer an engrave. Let me drag it up there into an engrave. Now this single object is just a compound of all the objects. If you wanted to split them apart, you'd do element subpath. I'll do that after this really fast. Okay, now it went from here to here to here to here, up here, down over here. Still hasn't done this one. Oh, it did that one. And so this should be about as optimum as you can get with the traveling salesman implementation. It applies a 2-op to it, so it'll iterate through all of these and then minimize the distance. So if you have like shapes that are broken up into little pieces, but the pieces are in a weird order, this will correct that. Actual full cut planning is intended for 0.7.0, but for the earlier versions, I implemented a version that I could run the tested and make sure it worked. So, but I don't have it I don't have it explicitly listed there. If element, I have it selected, so let's do element subpath. And it'll break the path apart. So I can delete that now. But with the optimized thing, it'll show you the sort of a little bit of the optimized path. So this is this one here, this one, then it goes over here to the next one, then to the next one, etc. So it leaves them in the same sort of thing. So again, it's element. Now you don't have to type star. What star does is select everything. So it says select all elements. And element, it's just merge. So everything that's selected becomes merged into a single object. You probably shouldn't do this between different things of different colors unless you want to, for whatever reason, if they're cutting relatively the same. And then that's all the objects merged together. And then element there will just list off the element. Okay, so you merge them together and then you do optimize travel. And it optimizes the travel. There's a couple of little optimizations, but they're not listing. Like cut inner, that's actually done in start job. Travel is the major one. Cut travel doesn't quite work. If you ran optimized cuts after the optimized travel, it'll rearrange your objects and probably give you a suboptimal item. So it's best for engraves, but it'll still minimize the distance. So if you just need to cut everything and it'll drop properly, it'll still optimize pretty nice. All right. As a fully fleshed out feature with a GUI, it's expected in 0.7.0, but for now, if you need to use it, it's in existence, sort of. All right. Thanks for watching.